The notion that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been debated by various groups and individuals. Proponents of this idea argue that these two topics are being manipulated by governments, institutions, and other powerful entities to control and deceive the Christian population. On one hand, some argue that vaccines are a tool of oppression, citing concerns about their safety and efficacy. They claim that vaccines are being forced upon people, particularly Christians, without their informed consent, and that this is a violation of their religious freedom. Some also point to the fact that certain vaccines are developed using cell lines derived from aborted fetuses, which they believe is morally reprehensible. Additionally, they argue that the push for vaccination is driven by pharmaceutical companies and governments seeking to profit from the sale of vaccines, rather than genuinely concerned with public health. On the other hand, the scientific consensus is clear. Vaccines are a crucial tool in preventing the spread of infectious diseases and protecting public health. The World Health Organization, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and other reputable health organizations have extensively researched and verified the safety and efficacy of vaccines. Moreover, the vast majority of Christians, including Christian healthcare professionals and religious leaders, support vaccination as a means of protecting human life and promoting the common good. Similarly, the concept of global warming has been met with skepticism by some Christians who argue that it is a hoax perpetrated by governments and institutions to exert control over people's lives and limit their freedoms. They claim that the science behind climate change is uncertain and that the push for environmental regulations is driven by a secular, anti-Christian agenda. Some also believe that the focus on environmentalism is a distraction from more pressing moral issues such as abortion and religious persecution. However, the overwhelming scientific consensus is that human-induced climate change is real and poses a significant threat to the environment, human health, and the global economy. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and other reputable scientific organizations have extensively researched and documented the causes and consequences of climate change. Moreover, many Christians, including Christian environmentalists and theologians, recognize the importance of caring for creation and addressing climate change as a moral and spiritual imperative. In conclusion, while some individuals and groups may believe that vaccines and global warming are lies used to oppress Christians, the evidence suggests that this is not the case. Vaccines have been extensively proven to be safe and effective, and the scientific consensus on climate change is clear. Rather than being tools of oppression, vaccines and environmental regulations can be seen as means of promoting the common good, protecting human life, and caring for creation. As Christians, we are called to be good stewards of the earth and to promote the well-being of all people, regardless of their background or beliefs. By engaging in respectful dialogue, seeking out credible information, and working together to address the complex challenges facing our world, we can build a more just, compassionate, and sustainable world for all. Ultimately, it is essential to approach these topics with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing the complexity of the issues and the diversity of perspectives within the Christian community. By doing so, we can work towards a more informed, empathetic, and constructive conversation about vaccines, global warming, and the role of Christians in promoting the common good.